Hello everyone, my name is Marah, and today's case is about Kierra Coles, who was 26 years old when she went missing from Chicago, Illinois. Just a quick reminder that I try to do the very best research and get the most accurate information for every single case that I cover. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into today's case. Kierra Coles was born on September 24th of 1992. Her mom's name is Karen Phillips, and her dad's name is Joseph Coles. She is the fourth of 5 kids. She was extremely close to her family. Her and her mom would speak daily, and Kierra was always letting her mom know what was going on in her life. At this time, Kierra is 26 years old and is working as a city carrier assistant for the post office. And she had worked extremely hard to become a permanent employee for the post office. Her goals in life were to be a good mom, have a well-paying job, and have a house and a car of her own. Kierra was 12 weeks pregnant with her very first child, and her baby was due on April 23rd of 2019, and she was very, very excited to become a mom. A few months earlier, she had got her own apartment and got her own brand new car. And overall, at this point, it seems like she was just in a really good place in her life and was very, very happy. She also had a 5-year relationship with a man named Joshua Simmons, who was also the father of her unborn child. It also said that he worked for the post office as well. But at this time, Joshua actually had another partner who he had children with, and also this other partner was pregnant. Kierra had ended up requesting October 1st and 2nd of 2018 off for personal reasons. Then October 3rd of 2018, she calls into work sick and asks for a leave from her job. This afternoon, her mom gets a phone call from her while she's shopping at a WIC grocery store for baby supplies. Her mom also says that this conversation seemed completely normal. There was nothing out of the ordinary that she could tell. Later this evening, there's security footage showing Kierra bringing groceries into her apartment. Surveillance footage also shows a man pulling up in front of Kierra's apartments. Later, her and this man are seen driving away, and Kierra is driving the vehicle, was actually her vehicle that they were in. Go to a 24-hour Walgreens at 8600 South Cottage Grove. This is where Kierra is spotted on the store's surveillance camera at 10:43 p.m. and she's pulling out $400 from the ATM and then leaves 3 minutes later. This man then drives her car back to another area of Chicago and parks it down the street, then is seen getting out on the passenger side of the car before 11:45 p.m., but nobody is ever seen exiting the driver's side. He then walks to another parked vehicle, which they end up finding out is his vehicle, and he pulls away. The next morning, October 3rd of 2018, this man returns back to her apartment, and he's completely alone. And he actually pulls up in front of her apartment, driving her vehicle. He parks in front of her building, goes in, gets some things, and is seen leaving with some items in his hand. I guess I didn't see then any details of how he ended up leaving her apartment, because my understanding is then that he left her vehicle there, and then that he maybe walked off and then eventually got a ride from somewhere that was not on surveillance. But so throughout this whole time, her mom, Karen, is trying to get in contact with her. And it's completely unlike her to not be in contact with her family or to not be using social media. So they're all concerned, and she ends up reporting Kierra missing on October 4th of 2018. The authorities go to her apartment and they find her car outside of her apartment where this man had parked it. Inside, her phone, her purse, prenatal vitamins, and she also had a lunch packed in there. So it seems as though she went missing before she went to work that day, even though it was said that she did call out and request a leave of absence. And her family has said that this man, whose identity has not been publicly released, is the boyfriend of 5 years and father of her unborn child, Joshua Simmons. When authorities had asked Joshua if he had talked to Kierra, he kept saying, "No, I haven't." But they ended up finding out that that was not true, that he had actually spoken to her. He also kept not giving a consistent story when he was questioned by authorities. And shortly after Kierra disappears, him and his girlfriend and their kids move out of state. Authorities' theory is that whatever happened to Kierra was over within an hour, and that video surveillance was probably the last time that Kierra was seen alive. Foul play is suspected in Kierra Coles' disappearance. Activists have raised $68,000 in reward money, leading to Kierra's whereabouts. This is a quote from Kierra's mom, Karen. I want to say, I know you know something. You know what happened. You don't know the pain that I feel not knowing what's going on with my child. I wish you could come forward and tell us what really happened to her. But I want to hear what all of you think. Do you think that this boyfriend is guilty? I personally think that he probably had something to do with her disappearance, let alone that he had her pregnant, another girl pregnant, I don't know, maybe they were in an open relationship. I don't know. I don't even want to speculate or put any of that out there because it's just not my business. But maybe he was promising both of them too that he was just going to settle down with this one or with Kierra, and you get tied into all that. And I know that that was one of her goals. She wanted to become a mom, and she had all these other great things going for her car, her house. So she probably, like, you know what, I'm ready to be a mom at this point. And I just want to hold out hope, I really do, that maybe her and her baby are out there somewhere and they'll be found and they'll be able to come back home and be with her family that seemed very, very close to her and have been searching for all these answers for all these years. And it's not like anybody deserves to lose their life, not at all. But it just makes me so sad when she had all of these positive things going for her and she was going to be a mom and she was so excited about it. Um, I just hope that her and her family and her unborn baby all get the justice that they deserve. But if you or anyone you know can add any information to this case, please reach out to the proper authorities. I'm going to link everything down below so you can do that. I just want to help get more information out there if I can. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you will comment and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.